So it's going to be Morgan versus Emkatt. And then Zub ends up playing Hum. And then Zahir versus Phife. And then basically the winner of this gets damn near the finals of this game because of the way it works. All right, so we see some Palafin again. It's been a minute. We haven't seen Morgan's team. Morgan is rocking the Aerodactyl. Could be Mega on this squad. So the thing with 12 is that the last person does automatically make it to finals. Like that last round does make it to finals. Rock moves are extremely good into Emkatt, right? Like you have a resist in King Gambit. And obviously Palafin is very threatening, but you're fighting Sinistra, you're fighting Arcanine, Drill T-Tar, which are faster and threaten you to KOs with high horsepower or Earthquake or low kick. This is best of one, do whatever you want. So if you want to load up a new team, go for it. How do you feel about Champions launch so far? Definitely disappointed that there's no 66 private games. And obviously all the bugs are nasty, but... And there's no reason there should be an Oranberry in the game, but I like a good chunk of it too. This is probably the best thing we got out of the game, which is Spectator mode. Dragonite plus T-Tar is a great lead. You have weather control, so it makes sense. You can only fake out one. Glad Champion's doing that for you. I would do see the Mega Evolution immediately. I assume Palafin just flip turns on Tyranitar. That's what I'm saying. There's no way to play Baby. There's fake out on that. Yeah, it might have been Inner Focus early. Strong Earthquake off. Honestly, the way you win this game is definitely with Drill, so it makes sense to weaken Instant and all of them. CC's in the T-Tar is a Sash? Nope. I mean, I'd say you won the weather board, but there's no weather. And also, Palafin's -1. It was fake out. It was Inner Focus earlier. That was a wild call by Morgan, basically assuming that they wouldn't fake out the Inner Focus Dragonite. That was a wild call. I guess it was safe though, Genesis, right? Like, if they don't Mega, their special attack is way weaker. And if you know you're in a close, like they're not going to kill Palafin, and you know you're in a close combat T-Tar, you're good. Obviously, Drill looks insane right here next to that. Because if opposing Dragonite comes in, its multi-scale is broken by, like Earthquake is so free here. You're -1 on Palafin. It's baby Palafin, has no defenses. And if opposing Dragonite comes out, its multi-scale is broken. Can I not use Mega Delphox if I don't own ZA? Yeah, you won't be able to get their items if you don't trade them in from that. Have we seen Whimsicott? It is Gambit, so it's going to come in on an Earthquake. Dragonite protects. Incineroar protect? I mean, this play worked out, but I'm confused as to why Dragonite protected. Oh, because they were high horsepowering instead as opposed to Earthquaking. Okay. I mean, this turn worked out. They actually ended up positioning fine. Someone has to trade you the ZA Delphox, basically, to your home. Yes, it's Delphox's ZA. Sucker Punch does a lot. It should die to high horsepower. They kill Incineroar. Do you have low kick on both? Yeah, this is it's sick, Rocket, right? What up, Bailey? Spectator is sick. It's Heat Wave, okay. That did so much, man. Oh, and they got the burn. So they need Delphox from ZA so that way they can get the Delphoxite. Huge. However, I will say, especially with that burn is big because that burn is huge because Sinistra is actually threatening next to literally anything. There's Palafin out. Do you guys think Palafin packs Ice Punch? It has CC, Jet Punch, Wave Crash. You assume Protect, right? You basically have to lock it. My phone has not been charging. On Twitch, they need to... There's Sinistra. Does that bring it back to multiscale? It does. So this is safe. It avoids Sucker Punch, avoids Jet Punch. Great play. Do we get off another Heat Wave just for the chip? Sucker Punch on that to break multiscale again, but that was beautiful. And drops a Draco on Palafin to pick up the KO. Lovely play. Saves your drill in the back, even though Sand's going to end soon. I'm assuming it's going to be Dragonite in the back last. Or Ditto. I was watching on YouTube. I heard someone here needed a Delphox from ZA. Shout out to Alpine. Helping them out. Got a Baller Rain build right now, but I decide if I want to build singles or doubles. Honestly, play both. It's Whimsy in the back. Little rough. Little rough endgame here. Because Dragonite never dies. Surely it lives Sucker Punch plus Moonblast. Dragonite might even switch just to reset. I did see the entrainment Oko. I wanted this to be it. Rage Powder, so that way if they Sucker Punch, they attack there. That does not stop Whimsicott from Moonblasting, though. Because it is a Grass type. You doing free-to-play right now, or is that the transfer system? I bought the starter pack, Alan. Besides that, I haven't paid. Transfer's alright. Lands the Heat Wave. Great way to avoid Sucker as well. I am hosting these games, yes. It's my viewers that are playing. I don't think Whimsicott can win the 1v1. Not into... There's still... Well, yeah, Machagacha would win before. And at worst case, you can get a Trick Room with Drill. With Machagachamon. Maybe Whimsicott can do it if it gets lucky enough. There's the Moonblast for the KO. Remember, guys, you don't have to run the same tournament throughout the team if you want to. You can switch up if you have another tournament team already. Also, if you haven't already followed, it's absolutely free. Or subscribing. I'm not talking about like priming or anything or actual. Yep, there's a Trick Room to guarantee that Drill. Now, what if Whimsicott... Nah, Whimsicott's obviously faster. This is good. This guarantees Drill just Iron Heads and gets the kill. Beautiful play. It's tough because if you're running Tailwind on Dragonite, if you're running Tailwind Protect, you run Draco Hurricane, right? If you run E-Speed, you want E-Speed Low Kick, probably Hurricane or Draco. Do you go No Protect? I think it's hard to go No Protect too. I thought that this will be huge for Playmore's content. Absolutely. They can actually watch it live. No, the tournament mode is actually goated. Machagacha is such a beautiful move. Alright, that should be a game. Drill's gonna outspeed here under Trick Room and then Iron Head. Great stuff from Emkatt. Great stuff from Morgan. Good game, both. No, Spectre. What up, Bob? Spectre mode is great. For free, it's nice. It's Pokemon community. I appreciate you. Yeah, No Protect on Sand is definitely easier to justify, especially if you're running Inner Focus, right? It's like you can just attack immediately, ignore the Incineroar. Great stuff, Morgan. Great stuff, Emkatt. Good games to both. I'm so excited for the Mega Glim. There's the bracket. Oh no, I missed turn 1. Okay, Glimmora and Whimsicott into Whimsicott Typhlosion. Obviously, this is better for the Glimmora slide. This actually looks insane. And Mega Glimmora having adaptability is disgusting in this game. Like, great Glimmora lead. There's actually no switching to Glim on this team. They're going to do Tailwind into Tailwind. They don't end up Mega Evolving their Glimmora. I guess they like T-Spike in this game? Because they don't Mega Evolve Glimmora, they actually lose Whimsicott because of that. Might have been a bit of a misplay not Mega Evolving, because you would have outsped Typhlosion. Oof. Will you host a solo tournament? Yeah, we're gonna do 3v3 tournament as well. I think they assume Scarf. That's fair. If they assume Scarf, that makes sense. Because that would outspeed regardless. Tailwind was up on both sides, JM. Was Tailwind... Oh, no, they went for Fake Tears. I'm dumb. I thought they went for Fake Tears. Turn 1. See, this is what happens when I run back after throwing stuff out. It's not. Yeah, that's my fault. I apologize. That's what happens when I run back. Enjoy your Aura Berries until Calyrex returns and blocks them with a nerve. Is funny as hell. Does Mega Glim go down to Solar Beam? Mega Soul is goated. There's the sun going up. They went for raw Solar Beam with regular Meganium. No Mega needed. And regular Meganium was enough. No Mega needed. Maybe they swapped to Mega T-Tar this time. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. That's funny as hell. I have no idea how we got a new arena, but we do have one. That's actually wild that kills. Not the baby Meganium kill. To avoid 4 times weakness to poison makes a lot of sense, yep. I'm more surprised that it actually killed. There's no specs in the game. It's Mega Meganium as well. Well, now you have Tailwind up. There's no rain. They didn't copy Tailwind. Basky's good, yeah. There's the Mega Meg to pick up the next KO. Is there a world where... Nah, there's no world, because Pelipper always runs Weather Ball. What's my favorite Pokemon game? Pokemon Gold. Moonblast to break Sashes, which makes sense. You don't know if it's Sash, Basilisk Legion, Sash, Pelipper. You do get another Icy Wind off. Hold up. So Tailwind is basically neutralized. Is Basket Legion faster? It does have the Ice Beam. It is faster. Gets the Ice Beam off. Okay, we have a game here, folks. However, the last Mon... Let me look at their team. I'd bring Gambit. I'd always bring Gambit. You got a bunch of threats, I bring Gambit. Yeah, I'm about to say, last Mon Gambit's probably going to send them flying. Wait a second. Weather Ball Pelipper could bring this home. This could be interesting. You just double attack. Moonblast safe. Oh. That might be it. Yeah, it was Scarf, yeah. If it's Icy Wind, it's most likely Scarf. And there's a Defiant Boost. Shadow Ball the best you could do. That one's so strong. Give it another Defiant Boost. Get the Kowtow kill, and that's game. That was a really fun game, though. I'm not gonna lie. We had some pretty cool highlights. I thought you clicked Tailwind turn 1. That's my fault. I ran back. Alright, and Gambit wins. So Hum advances over Metal Gear. Great stuff to both people. I was waiting for the second Defiant Boost. I'm saying that Shadow Ball, I feel like Shadow Ball always gets spit F drops. Great game. First turn I ran out of time and could Mega. Feel sad. It happens. Alright, so we have the Sun team that hit rank 1 versus Sand. Last Weather Wars, obviously. Arrow looks phenomenal in this game. Garchomp plus Rotom look great in the sun as always. Sand as always. Beautiful lead. Intimidate at least neutralizes Garchomp. I'm assuming both of them are just bringing their weather in the back, considering how good Venusaur is into the game. Incin plus all these are actually good too. I believe Aaron hit rank 1 with this sort of Sun team. This is tough because like these guys both lose to Sinistcha, but it's hard to bring Sinistcha in this matchup because of the top 3. We do see Rock Slide to break potential multiscale. Do we see a flinch as well? Arcanine is not going to be KO'd by anything though. Jesus, that took a lot. I think we're going to do 3v2 tour. Wall switch on it. Alright, what does Arcanine get off here? Wisp. Will-O-Wisp does land on Garchomp. That's really good for Drill. Rotom is still a giant threat though. What up, Logo? It is a new game. It's alright. One singles tournament, we're going to do it next. Make sure you get in though. And after that, we'll do another doubles. Okay, so they didn't. I think these 3 make a lot of sense. This is good into Sun mode. That means your last is either going to be Sneasler or just Zard, just to change the weather. Yeah, we can run. It doesn't have to be randomized. We could. Can you join tournament from anywhere in the world? Is it region locked? You can join from anywhere. It's not region locked. It's just time locked. Whoever gets in first. Another Rock Slide out. Intimidate's huge. No flinch. Draco's going to come out. This probably landed into the... Loki, this might be into the Rotom slot exactly because Rotom's actually a giant threat. Yeah, Pikachu Cream is insane. That's the one I picked. Oh, do you see a Snarl? Okay, Rotom's literally going to be the one that's the scary one in the back, but like having Garchomp burnt and having Incineroar Weaken is amazing for potential Sinistcha. Again, really tough to bring Sinistcha, but maybe they did. Dragonite comes out, which makes sense. Also fake out pressure. You just want to switch it out in general. You have your -2. Tyranitar comes out, you're going to get some chip. You don't care about Rock Slide either. We have to assume at this point Garchomp is Scarf, right? If it's just spamming Rock Slide. Yeah, we have to assume Garchomp's Scarf, which I'm pretty sure it is on the Sun team. Thoughts on the Protect nerf? What's the Protect nerf? The APP? Oh, shout out to the follow on Twitch. I'm 110 followers now away from 100,000. Appreciate ya. Ooh, beautiful Sand getting itself into barrier range, which is perfect. I'm not talking about Patreon. I'm talking about free. Obviously, his Patreon is great too. Oh, Rock Slide is so free right now. And you can pivot out into Dragonite too. Arrow. Ooh, I love this turn as well. Oh, it's Mega Arrow, isn't it? Oh, they Earthquake. Okay. How's Double Out Shinya? It's been fun. I'll try and upload a video on it tomorrow. Incineroar lives! Gets the parting shot off on Arrow, which is huge. Again, the biggest issue here... Wait, if you did bring Sinistcha, you're actually in a really good position. Arrow's scary too because you're threatened to not go like Sneasler and stuff. No, I agree. His Patreon has amazing stuff. If you did bring Sinistcha, I feel like the matchup is slowly going towards Morgan and Rotom. Not Morgan, not the Rotom. I couldn't tell Dragonite was shaded in. Great Arcanine pivot to weaken the Garchomp. Are you using Tyranitar to knock off Rotom then? Nope, you're pivoting back to Dragonite. What are you spectating? I'm spectating tournament. If Rotom goes out, I think it's over too. Dragon Claw right into Arcanine, beautiful. No Rock Slide there. That's a huge crit, especially from a burnt Mon. We do see Will-O-Wisp go out to into Dragonite. Now we know that Garchomp is most likely Scarf because it had been clicking Rock Slide when it clicked Earthquake a couple times too. Afterwards. But Dragonite being burnt, a little bit of chip. Obviously, Phife has to conserve Rotom. Dude, I think Arrow plus the Rock Mons can do it because Tyranitar is pretty fast here. I don't know. It's gonna be close. Yeah, nothing in the back takes your Draco. You probably end up sacking Incineroar, or you save it as a last-ditch effort Intimidate for Aerodactyl, which is very fair. But if you do that, then nothing literally takes Draco. You're kind of forced to sack. There's Dragon Claw. Uh-oh. Surely you Draco on the Rotom. This is huge. This puts it in Aerodactyl range. Okay, I would like to sing. I think that's pretty much in Aerodactyl range right there. I'd go out on a limb and say that Aerodactyl has a 100% chance of KOing that Rotom right now. So, my God, how did Rotom die? How did Rotom die from full? Dude, what the hell? How did Rotom die from full? Arcanine KOing itself with recoil is actually so goated here too, because positionally you want to be in with Arrow to be able to threaten things like Zard and Sneasler. That's goated. And it is Zard. Ooh, and we know it's Zard. Why? Ooh, these Rock Slides will be sliding. I think this one's gonna be a Morgan win. I love the build though that Phife brought here. I think this is exactly what you want in the sand, right? Incineroar, Garchomp, or Rotom plus Charizard to change the Excadrill. You definitely need to find a situation where you can Rock Slide. That burn from Arcanine early on in this game was so crucial because Garchomp would literally be... Look at the entire team, look at Garchomp. It is locked in a Dragon Claw though, so it can't Rock Slide. Do you simply protect Dragonite just so you don't take it? Protect Charizard makes sense. Nope, they don't protect Dragonite. They just let it take it. I guess it's going to take nothing anyway. Is it Tailwind? Just Rock Slides? Arrow's so nice. I love Arrow in general. Like, whether you're using it Mega or not. Because obviously the Dual Wing Beat's really nice for, like, Sash Sneasler. We're spectating a tournament. Yep. We're spectating a tournament. We're running. Look how good spectator mode is in this. You know, this is literally in SV, but we just can't use it except for the world's people. Let's go, King Jack. Double protects? Okay, they said I'm dodging every Rock Slide. I'm going for crits. They said I'm dodging every Rock Slide. I'm going for it. I meant 471k. But... at this point, you kind of win the game with both T-Tar and Arrow, so Incineroar's the guy in the back. It's at 2%. Dog Egg, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate it. Ancient Kazam, thank you, my goat. There's so many ways to win this game. Like, Rock Slide's free. There's no way that Tyranitar dies to anything unless it's random Focus Blast, and they dodge everything. And they have Wide Guard for the Heat Wave. Incineroar goes for Fake Out. For Solar Beam? Goes for their own Heat Wave to knock out Incin, which is really funny. Upside Down, thank you so much for the Prime. How much sleep I average on day? I have narcolepsy, I don't sleep a lot. And gets the Wide Guard out before they die just to bring in Tyranitar for free and double Rock Slide. Great game. Honestly, great game. I love the Arrow, actually, in VGC. Like, a regular Arrow. I used it a lot back then. I used normal Arrow back in, like, 10 years ago. In VGC. 10 plus years ago. Woof! Phife, and Arrow lands the last rock slide to get it done. Great game. Great game. Morgan had to wait a lot, but they made it all the way. So now we have Zahair. It should be Zahair versus Phife, right? Hummer no, it's not Phife. It's not Phife. It's Zahair versus... Phife just lost. It's Zahair versus Hum for semis.